Referencing is a key academic skill for the successful student. You'll be expected to use a variety of academic sources in your work, and you must give fair credit to all the sources you have used by citing and referencing appropriately. Possibly the most common source you will need to reference throughout your studies is a book. All references to a certain extent require you to ask the following questions. Who? Who in terms of who wrote it or who produced it? When? You need to find out when it was published. What? So what's the title of the source? What kind of source is it? And where? Where has this source come from? This is what the reference for a book should look like. Books are often one of the easier sources to reference, as you need to find fewer elements for the complete reference. The publishing process also makes the necessary details readily available, which may not be the case with websites or other information sources found online. Firstly, you will need the author's surname, followed by a comma and then first initial and full stop. Then you will need the year the source was published in round brackets. This should be followed by the title of the book, presented in italics and sentence case, and finish with a full stop. Next, you will need to include the place of publication, followed by a colon, and finally, you will need the publisher's name and a full stop. So now, we need to look at where to find the information. There are generally two places to look, on the cover and inside on the imprint page. So our author can be found on the cover. The year can be found on the imprint page. The title's here, on the cover, and our place of publication and publishers can be found on the imprint page. Different imprint pages may present the information in a different order, so be aware you may have to look further down the page. Furthermore, you may have found in your studies that you have used a chapter from an edited book, where each section is written by a different author. If this is the case, the reference should look like this. It should start with the name of the author who has written the chapter, followed by the year the book itself was published. You must then include the title of the chapter within single quotation marks, followed by a comma and the word in. Next, you will need the name of the editor, followed by the abbreviated phrase ed in brackets. Next, you will need the title of the book itself in italics, followed by the place of publication and the publisher. Finish the reference with the page numbers that the chapter appears on. There are a few other instances where a book may require a unique reference, such as a reference book or an encyclopedia. Translated books, or multi-volume collections when you have only used one of the volumes, or anthologies of plays, prose or poems. You can always consult Cite Them Right, the essential guide to referencing by Pears and Shield, which is available in all of our campus libraries for assistance with these sources. Finally, call into any of our libraries to pick up our basic or detailed guide to referencing to support with referencing other sources. Thanks for watching.